Real quick, man, just wanted to show y'all one of my strats that works. I'll say about 7.5 out of 10 times. 7 out of 10 times, basically. More than 50%, but closer to 7 out of 10 times. And basically, you have to watch the pre-market. Okay, what you're gonna do is grab your pre-market high. All right, you're gonna grab your pre-market low, just to make it easy. Pre-market high up here, pre-market low down here. Now look, we gapped down, obviously, faded, bounced, came back down, but look, like I always say, if you're opening on or near the pre-market low 9 out of 10 times or 8 out of 10 times, you are going to get a bounce off the open. And look, here's the 1 minute, even if it's just for the quick scalp. Look, pre-market lows down here. Obviously, we're opening near the pre-market low. So when the market opens right here, look, we're opening at 588.47. You be targeting the 589 calls right off the open. Opening on or near the pre-market low. 589 calls for the quick scalp. So as soon as the market open, you put them on, boom. Even if it's for a market order, just to get in real quick. Just for the quick scalp to the upside. Even if it's just this first 5-minute candle from here to here, the 589s. I mean, if you have enough of them, I mean, even if it's 30, 40 cents, 50 cents, you feel me? If you're grabbing 5, that's 250, or 10, 500. Or, you know, after you've seen us bounce and you see us put in these higher lows, if you let it keep going, we got all the way up to 591. But usually this is a move right off the open. But as you can see, sometimes it has some follow through. So that's what I seen when I was watching the markets earlier. That's one of my strats that works damn near all the time. All right. And then another thing I seen when I was watching the markets today is right here. So look, on the 15-minute, if you're watching the 15-minute chart, now obviously you might be watching the lower time frame, but at the same time, what I like to do is on a different monitor, I'll also watch the underlying vehicle that I'm trading on a different monitor, always on a higher time frame. If you come over here and you see the SPY topping out for, let me see, 15, 30, 45, an hour, basically 2 hours. You see us topping out for 2 hours and refusing to go higher. 9 times out of 10, we're eventually going to hit this level, which seems to be some decent resistance, 592, and reject. So as we're chopping around up here, as we break above 592, I would have been in the 592 puts to catch a move down. Now, I wasn't expecting us to dump this much, but still, I mean, anything like this coming down here, because I would have had an OCO order on, a bracket order. So it probably would have, when we started dumping, it probably would have took profits for me down here somewhere. And being that I move off the pre-market levels a lot, my price target probably would have been the pre-market low. That's a couple things I seen today while I was watching the markets. If I was paying attention, I damn sure would have probably got in here at the end of the day. Like down here on the lows, look, the low of the day was 581.80s. So I would have took the chance on the 582 calls, just to swing them for the gap up, only because we sold off so hard today and it seems like we might be a little oversold. I would have tried them. Expiration on Friday. If we don't gap up, you close them right at market open.